Hi everybody, it's the Geek View today. I am Lee, this is
Will?
and this over here is
Brittany, hey.
and we're going to be talking to you about things that have happened since the last Geek View, which is a lot of things. So, to get started, let's go ahead and start up with Ghostbusters. Now, personally, I liked the new trailer. I thought it looked wonderful. You know, it still seems like it might be referencing the old movies, which means it's not a complete reboot, and I find that kind of cool.
Yeah.
I mean, at first I was like, are they really going to try and redo Ghostbusters? Because that was my fear, because I feel like some movies you should just leave alone. But when I saw the trailer, though, I realized that I don't think that they're per se redoing it so much as like adding on to the world kind of thing. So,
Right.
Elaborate sequel.
But that leads us into one of the things that's been kind of in strife about this whole thing, which is the fact that they're doing it again. You know, a lot of people are like, I mean, you look on Twitter and it's every single person is mixed with it. Some people are like, yes, it looks awesome. Some people are like, no, these will never be the Ghostbusters. These are my Ghostbusters.
well, some people get super,
Nostalgia only goes so far.
yeah, super nostalgic about certain things.
If you want to keep the same characters forever and a day, well, I doubt anyone wants to do
you
that.
just can't go anywhere with it if you
It needs to
expect
evolve
the
at
same.
one point.
If you
And
expect the same actors
just
and
hope
whatnot.
for, a winner.
Well, I do think that there's been one consistent thing out there, and that's Holtzman. Everyone seems to like Holtzman.
Okay.
You know,
Yeah.
she's the inventor of the group, and she just seems to have one of those just badass attitudes.
You know, I'm gonna reserve judgment for the characters until after I actually see the movie, because I noticed a lot of the fans out here. Yes, I'm talking to you, the ones who are bitching. Yeah, I've noticed that you're upset about something that you have no knowledge of yet, which makes no sense to me. You've seen like a 2-minute trailer. That is not the whole movie, and that is not the whole arc of the character development. Okay, so you cannot pass judgment on something that you've never seen.
Which again brings up a good point. Everyone is getting up in arms. Well, I say everyone, but when it comes to the internet, it's like one person who's mad yells 10 times louder than the 10 people who aren't mad about something, and that's the fact that Patty is not a scientist.
Oh, boo-de-boo.
I mean,
Guess what? If you remember the actual real Ghostbusters, the original one of those people were just literally off the street going, I want a job.
Yeah,
And I'm willing to believe in anything.
That's right.
As long as I get paid.
Ernie Hudson was indeed that same type of thing. And in this one, it actually seems like Patty went out to recruit or to find them and get recruited, like recruit herself to them, which I find kind of cool, because she's actually seeing that there's a problem. And she's like, hey, these guys are trying to do something. I know a lot more about the streets than these two, or than these three.
Mm-hmm.
look, I mean, the whole thing has to have context, and like I said, you can't put it into context in a 2-minute trailer. Go see the movie and then yell about it if you don't like it.
Now,
I mean,
I will say that one of my favorite parts, aside from Holtzman just being all badass, is going to be the part where Patty just bitch slapped a ghost out of the other girl.
that was kind of funny. that
Okay.
was
I
amazing.
think we could all agree the power of Patty compels you.
that was pretty funny.
All right. Anyways, we just wanted to go ahead and get that part off because it didn't really go with much of the rest of the stuff that we were talking about. But I'm sure plenty of you, our viewers, actually recognize this girl from one of our other videos. She had an experience at a convention that was not all that great, and it's not the first time that she experienced it. So if you have not seen that video, we will go ahead and put a link right here for you.
Yeah, because I'm not ranting.
And please, if you are in a situation similar to hers, go ahead, hashtag touching the chair is touching me, and tell us your story. We will definitely promote it. So, aside from all the bad that happened, what did you enjoy about the Comic-Con?
Well, Voltaire was there, and he's pretty.
Okay.
And that was kind of amusing. I got to meet Mr. Creepypasta, which I thoroughly enjoyed. I listen to his stuff all the time, and it was an interesting experience too, because when you listen to a person on a regular basis and you don't have like an image of them, you kind of create this image in your mind, and it was totally opposite from what I had imagined. But he was a really nice guy and super sweet. Signed my bandage. Several different celebrities did that. Let's see, what else was good? Oh, they had a really great furry panel, which shout out to all you furries that were there, because out of all the people that were there and the people that were super helpful, I found that after my injury, you guys, I don't know who you are. There was Bear Guy, there was Fox Girl. You guys are great, and you helped out, so that was cool.
Well, that is another interesting comic book. Don't know who you are, but Bear Guy, Fox Girl? Yes.
They
Bear
do have like entire outfits.
Bear Guy.
It's not like going to like a regular cosplayer where they might have a wig on, because they go all out. I mean,
Yeah, as a bear.
furries,
He was a
they
bear
go all
with
out.
glasses.
They do often. They're very nice. They get a bad rap on the internet. Honestly.
Yes.
Yeah, they were super friendly and helpful. It was great. Also, shout out to, not remember his name right now because I'm on camera, but the guy that kind of oversees Comic-Con was super nice to me after my injury and did everything he could to, make the whole thing right. So that was great.
We'll look up his name and we'll put it right here.
Yeah, we need to look up his name, but I'm on camera, so of course I'm
Like
gonna
I said, we'll put it right there so that you can have a shout out.
Yeah. But other than that, that was pretty good. I mean, there were a couple of cool panels. The dealer's room was average. Let's see.
Well, are you going to be going again? 'Cause I know in the video you said that you were going again.
I'm going, but it's purely out of spite.
Okay.
That's right. All of you people who are not kind to handicapped people. She's going to go. And she's going to continue going until you all stop being douchebags.
Yeah, I'm not going to let anybody drive me away from something I want to do. And maybe next year I'll actually get the stupid plushie I was after. Hey, if anybody has this or sees it, okay, there is a lamb plushie. And it's like round, and it's white, and it's got like little pink nose. I tried for 2 days to get this lamb plushie. So if anybody wants to help me find it, that would be great. I would so appreciate you guys.
Alright. If you do find it, you can send us an email at magiccitygeeks@gmail.com and we will get that to her.
Yay!
Alright. Well, there's been a break in most of the CW shows lately. And most of the breaks are coming to an end, I think this week actually. Now, Legends of Tomorrow they've been showing some new episodes, and they've been wonderful. If you have not seen Legends of Tomorrow, you should check it out. Speaking of have not seen any of this stuff, if you are not caught up on Legends of Tomorrow, The Flash, or The Arrow, we're going to go ahead and tell you to click right here, and that should take you up ahead of the video where we're done talking about this. So, we'll start with Legends of Tomorrow. Ray, Kendra, and Sarah are stuck in the Golden Oldies area.
Ain't that wonderful?
They're stuck in a completely...
Stuck in Mayberry.
Yeah,
Yes.
Mayberry.
Yes, right.
That sounds like that movie from the 90s. What was it?
Pleasantville?
Pleasantville. Yes.
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 It would be like that, except for in this particular one, Kendra is black.
Yes. That makes that movie
That's
a different movie.
different.
Yes.
I
That makes that
haven't
movie a
And
different.
Sarah, like originally she was
I
bisexual,
haven't
but
been
she
watching
seems to
this.
have been more. She seems to have been more
She's
labeling
leaning-
herself as lesbian.
I was gonna say she's leaning herself more towards
Leaning in that direction.
And Ray and Kendra are a couple at the moment.
Yes. So yes.
And I don't feel bad about saying any of this right now because I just gave all of you a warning to click the link above when we had
Apparently,
it.
I need to watch the show.
Yes. We're not disputing that.
Okay. I'm gonna watch the show now.
Okay.
All right.
But yeah, Ray, Kendra, and Sarah are now stuck back there while everyone else is on the ship fighting Kronos.
That's right.
How do you think that's gonna play out?
Well, you see, you have someone with time, with a time ship, and another person who's actually trying to control said time ship. So, either A, it's gonna take them forever to get back, or
Sounds
B,
like an episode of Doctor Who.
Speaking of episodes of Doctor Who, the main character, Rip Hunter, that's Rory.
No, it's not.
It is.
It is Doctor Who. How? I just turned my other hand. Stop doing that. No.
you didn't know?
I did. I've never seen this show.
Yeah, you should totally check it out. He is basically combined Rory and the Doctor.
Yes, it's a 1B.
He even
That's-
he even is going by a fake name, which we just learned.
Yeah.
That's
We just
amazing.
found out that is
What?
his fake name, which actually makes sense because in the comic books,
I've been
his father has a
busy
different
watching
name. He actually goes back in
Broadchurch.
time, talks to his father, and helps his father out. Who is, if you're not sure who his father is,
Wait.
his father is Booster Gold.
Wait, slow down. Wait. What?
In the comic books,
Okay.
Booster Gold, the guy who comes back in time to become famous, is actually Rip Hunter, who is like the most awesome of time masters.
Yes.
Okay. So,
He is just
is
wonderful.
this on Netflix?
Not yet
No.
because it's still in its first season, but you can catch most of the episodes on CW.com, I think, or CWTV.com.
Yes, yes.
Okay, I'll be watching.
All right. And in that same regards, The Flash.
Which I also have
Again.
only watched 2 episodes of.
Again, she's sort of going to be forced into this, but
It's okay.
everyone else,
I'll
we'll
forget
put
about
another
it.
link right here to get ahead of us. The Flash. Jay Garrick is Zoom.
Yeah. That's the thing.
That's a thing.
That just makes you wonder, who's in the Iron Man?
That's right. Who's in the Iron Mask? How is Jay dead and Zoom at the same time?
Obviously, he's not. He can't be both.
Well, he actually said this complicates things.
Imagine this. If you're actually a person that had the ability to go fast enough to travel in time, and yet at the same time go with, I think I just murdered myself?
But that's the thing.
What?
See, that's the thing. We've actually seen that if somebody cuts off your timeline, then you vanish. We saw that already.
Yeah.
Now things that already happened
Is this
still
gonna be
happen.
like one of those things in Supernatural where they're like, he's dead, but he's not dead, but now he's dead again, and then
Well, honestly,
Uh.
Will and I were talking about a possible theory of the Man in the Iron Mask being another Jay Garrick, and it being possible that it's either
Oh,
multiple dimensions or
Alright.
multiple timelines.
this is starting. Okay, wait, what? Okay.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's
Okay.
pretty much what every single Flash fan is saying right now.
Because guess what the Flash is doing? They're doing the multiverse things.
Oh no.
Yeah,
Okay.
they have at least one Earth, and we do know that Supergirl and Flash crossover is happening, but we don't know exactly how it's happening yet because Supergirl has not been anywhere noted in the Flash or Arrow universe yet.
Yeah.
So it could be possible that Supergirl is in a different Earth, and if that's the case, then perhaps they're about to do some extra Earth stuff here.
But
Okay.
there is another point
Okay.
that we haven't actually pointed out to that too, because number one, in the Flash universe or the Arrow universe, they don't talk about a Superman hero.
Yeah, they don't talk about
or
Superman. But
any of the others.
one of the reasons for that was because they didn't have the rights to them yet.
True.
But now that they have the director of Supergirl directing Flash, it's made it possible for the crossover.
Okay.
So now we just have to wait and see exactly how they're going to do the crossover.
True.
Alright. So, apparently I have like 3 shows I need to watch.
Hmm.
I'm bored.
You must have started in the wrong season.
I don't know where I started, but I was bored. The dude that plays Arrow was whiny.
Oh. Oh, okay.
So it's like,
yeah.
you're so whiny.
What season is that?
Season
Season 2.
I would say there's either season
Season 2.
I would say there has to be season
So
2.
whiny. I
Season
couldn't
2.
get through it. I was like, boo hoo, your life is sad, like every other superhero.
Wow.
His life actually got a lot better, and then he got drawn back to Star City, or the Starling City at the time. Was it Star City yet?
No.
It was Star City.
It was?
Yeah, because Ray died. Or
I just-
he was thought dead.
Maybe I'm just not very empathetic.
So he actually starts having a good life with Felicity, and then he gets drawn back. He was about to propose to Felicity. He finally proposed to Felicity, and then, right before they decided to stop showing us episodes, Felicity breaks up with him
Okay. This is a little like.
and walks out the door, which, by the way, was an amazing feat due to the fact of she had just had experimental engineered surgery or something to that extent.
Yes. Well,
There was
girl,
like a chip that helps that they put inside her spine or something to that extent.
yes,
I
well,
didn't
girl who had a
understand
broken
exactly.
back.
I mean, it's Mr. Terrific. If it's Mr. Terrific, Mr. Terrific made it. I mean, he's not Mr. Terrific yet, but he's Mr. Terrific. Mr.
Okay.
Terrific made it. It's gonna
Okay,
work,
so I
and
started.
it eventually.
So do I need to
she
just
walked.
skip season 2
Yes.
because it's boring?
I mean, season 2's not boring after about halfway through.
If you can't get halfway through it, then there's no point.
Yes,
I mean,
at
most
the
people can get halfway through it.
I would say at the halfway point, a whole bunch of stuff happens that needs to be
Yeah,
noted.
yeah, there's a whole bunch of stuff. So, anyways, I'm looking forward to when that starts up because I saw pictures on the internet that showed Felicity and Ollie getting married, and that confuses me since they just broke up.
Makes you wonder what has to happen between then and now to go with how horrible did your life just get in order for you to go. I broke up with you for legitimate reasons, and now.
I didn't really find those legitimate reasons, to be honest, because
All that has to happen is she has to go makeup test. I'm done. Like I changed my
Ollie's
mind.
not the one that broke up, so Ollie will take her back in a heartbeat. She
That's
broke
what I'm
up with
saying.
Ollie.
That's what I'm saying. She's gonna like get a couple days down the road. She's gonna be like, maybe that wasn't the best decision. We're gonna have makeup sex and it'll be over. I mean,
Anyways, getting back to the whole point, I think that it was kind of
Yes, this is the chick one.
like I understand why, to a certain degree, he told her that he was not going to keep secrets from her, but he was keeping the secret of her son. But the reason he was keeping the secret about his son is because his son's mom said, "You cannot tell anyone, or I take away all of these little possible rights that I am granting you right now." Which makes it an impossible choice, really. Do you continue not lying to the girl that you love?
no, see what you do is you go to the girl, you tell her what happened, and then you explain to her, if this chick finds out what's going on, and then I told you I'm gonna lose all this stuff, so I need you to keep your mouth shut.
Because we have to get this Captain America Civil War. Captain America Civil War. We just got to see the second trailer. We got to see our first look at Spider-Man in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. I think he looks pretty awesome.
He does look pretty cool.
But to be completely honest with you, I'm more stoked about Black Panther. I know he's on Team Iron Man, but still.
Hey, there's nothing wrong with Iron Man.
Except
I'm
for
the
his points
referee
of
right
view.
now.
Hey!
I'm the referee right now, so I will let them debate on the qualities of Captain America versus Iron Man.
See,
I don't
the
like
way that I've
Captain
seen it in
America.
the way that I've seen it in the commercials,
We'll
the
see when the
Avengers.
movie gets here, but so
The
far I want to
Avengers-
punch Captain America in the face.
Why do you want to punch him in the face?
He just seems so. He just goes behind his friend's back. This is what I'm extrapolating from the trailer, but I haven't put any of this on the internet because I haven't seen the
Wait. You're saying that Captain America goes behind?
That's what I've gotten so far. Am I wrong?
No. Captain America has his new Avengers.
Okay.
Okay. He and the new Avengers are doing something. We don't know everything that they're doing, but we do know that Steve and I forget Falcon's name right now. Falcon. We know that Captain America and Falcon are looking for the Winter Soldier.
Okay.
And they're not doing that behind anyone's back. And from what I'm seeing in the trailers, it's looking like the government is trying to put blame on the Avengers for all of the stuff that has happened that they have helped stop. And the last thing that is shown just before Iron Man comes in and goes, and that's why I'm here. We need to be refereed. That's why I'm here. Is something that Tony Stark caused. He caused Ultron.
I don't know.
He
Look,
created
What we're
Ultron.
gonna do is we're gonna go see the movie.
Age of Ultron we've already seen.
We didn't see Age of Ultron.
And we saw Tony Stark talk one of the other scientists, Bruce Banner, into working with him behind Captain America's and Thor's backs.
Well, I
Which
mean,
is something that you are saying
Captain
is a
America-
big no-no.
No, Captain America and Thor, they're kind of
Captain
annoying.
America and
They're annoying.
They're annoying because
They're
they try
annoying.
to do the right thing.
See, this is the problem. I don't like heroes.
And that's why she likes Iron Man for this movie. So you heard it first here. If you're rooting for Iron Man.
Wow, that is.
I just
If you're
don't.
rooting for Iron Man, you are rooting for the villain.
Wow.
I like villains
I know
better. They make more sense.
everyone is going to have their difference of opinions on this.
Oh,
I
yeah.
personally am Team Captain America. She apparently is Team Iron Man.
I'm being neutral because I can.
And
smoke
he's
'em.
Team Switzerland.
Yes. Yes.
Alright, and let's go ahead and get this down to a close. We're going to continue in the Marvel Cinematic Universe with something that was just released a few days ago. And I'm sure there are employers all over the country noticing that they have plenty of people not at work. And that is Daredevil Season 2. It's so unfortunate that so many geeks got sick around this time, you know?
Yes,
It's just
yes.
so.
It's tragic. I
So
mean,
sad.
we're still looking for a cure for it. If any of you need a doctor's excuse, Magic City Geeks will provide it. I imagine that most employers are not going to accept it, but we will give you one. MagicCityGeeks@gmail.com will send you a doctor's excuse. But yes, Daredevil, we've seen season 1.
I'm also impartial on this because I have not seen the first season.
We've seen season 1 of it,
Yes.
and it's awesome. If you haven't seen it yet, for one, you should probably go ahead and stop the video now.
Because we're gonna ruin it for you.
Yes, yeah, we're gonna ruin it for you. But if you have seen it, you already know. If you haven't seen it, go watch it. I mean,
And more likely,
really,
you're watching
you only need like $9 to get a 1-month Netflix membership, so you can watch Jessica Jones, Daredevil.
Jessica Jones now. We can talk about Jessica Jones.
We'll talk about Jessica Jones when it gets closer to season 2.
And the evilness and the hotness that comes with the evil.
Wow. Wow. Seriously.
Of course, she's talking about David Tennant.
I've never imagined him as an evil character, but oh god, it's so
Yeah.
fun to watch.
I've seen a comic on Facebook that was it's like, oh, I love David Tennant. He's so wonderful in Doctor Who. He's is so hot when he's saving everyone.
It's also hot and
It's like, oh, well, let me show you Jessica Jones 10 episodes in. So, what do you think of David Tennant now? David Tennant is so hot when he's making people kill themselves.
I know!
How does that work? It's
I
like you took
don't
the opposite
know.
of what the thing you like.
I
and
don't
you went,
know.
It's the same.
I don't know. It's magic, okay?
Well, anyways, we're going to talk about Daredevil right now. First, we're going to go at it at the old Daredevil movie with Ben Affleck. Now, personally, I don't blame Ben Affleck. I've heard from stories from Ryan Reynolds when it came to Green Lantern. Just all sorts of stories about people not being allowed the script beforehand, so they don't even get a chance to see if it's going to be something good. And again, it's not his fault. It's the directors and the writers that screwed things up.
Yeah. I can
He
see that.
played the part that he was given.
Yeah.
And if they had actually written a good Matt Murdock, they could have done it. And they showed that they could have done it with Daredevil on Netflix. Because Matt Murdock on Netflix is wonderful. He is Matt Murdock.
Mm-hmm.
Okay?
I have no problem with the one on there, please.
And he takes on cases, he investigates the cases as Daredevil, he gets them to the police, and he delivers the evidence to Matt Murdock.
Mm-hmm.
So, Nelson and Murdock get cases, Daredevil helps them solve the cases. Obviously, he is still going after a certain bad guy. And in season 1's case, it was Kingpin.
Yeah.
Season 2, not sure yet.
Yeah.
Haven't watched it yet because we wanted to have a season 2 spoiler-free run on this. But it's gonna have Punisher and Elektra in it.
Yep.
That's
And
interesting. Decent villains.
well, Punisher's not really a villain. He's a vigilante.
I would say Punisher is not a hero. I would say that.
He's not a hero.
Not a
He's a
hero.
vigilante. He's a bounty hunter.
Punisher, I would equivalent to the same category as Deadpool.
Yay, Deadpool!
I wouldn't even put him in that same category because Deadpool, if you give him money, he will fight for you.
If you're Punisher, yeah.
No,
some
Punisher actually, he goes after the bad guys. That's why he's called the Punisher. He punishes the bad guys. It's just he punishes them with bullets.
So you're going with he punished the bad guys, but you punish him with death.
So I call him a vigilante. I call him a vigilante
There
because
you go.
It's
Found
perfect.
your superhero.
there you go,
Brittany.
Punisher.
He the one that
Does
actually
he
kills
actually
them.
kill
Yes,
them?
he kills
Yes.
them. He kills them dead.
Yes!
He kills them all dead.
Like, even when Spider-Man is being accosted, he actually goes after Spider-Man and almost kills him a number of times. And then Spider-Man almost kills him a number of times.
But Spider-Man.
Yeah, Spider-Man. I mean, going after someone like Spider-Man is almost like trying to take out Squirrel Girl.
What?
Squirrel Girl, she has these minor powers, except for one. This one power is she can't lose.
Ain't that a nifty power to have?
That is a nifty power. I didn't know that.
And Elektra seems like she is, again, it's complicated with Elektra. Like, I wouldn't even call Elektra a vigilante. I wouldn't call her a hero for hire. I wouldn't call her a mercenary. Elektra is Elektra.
Electra does what Electra wants.
Exactly. Like, in the trailers, if you've seen the trailers, you see Elektra makes out with Matt Murdock just after telling him, if you get in my way, I'm going to kill you.
See, whenever I call up Elektra, I really go with, I'm sorry, but in the category of things of what Elektra's actual goals are, she's technically a villain that's just better than most other villains.
I wouldn't even call her a villain, though, because she is,
Okay,
she
does
is just what she wants to do. She does what she wants
Like
to
I said,
do.
that's what Catwoman does what she wants to do.
Yeah, it's just Catwoman actually wants to burgle.
Yes.
Elektra just wants
Wants
to kill
kill.
certain
See?
people.
See,
certain
that's
people.
bad.
Certain people. Not everyone. Just certain people.
That's just as bad.
Sometimes.
I love it.
It's bad when it's a good guy that she's trying to kill. It's not all that bad when wants the good guys to kill people.
I do,
And she is a person who sometimes kills the bad guys.
which is awesome.
So with her, it's just she is a villain, but she's not.
But why is she a villain
She's
and
not-
not a good guy?
She never does anything.
She's
but
not a villain. Like
good.
in my opinion, she's not a villain or a good guy. She's not a hero or a villain.
Okay, so we've established this. So,
But anyways, that's about all for today. Hopefully we don't have to edit this down too much. I hope you enjoyed this with us. We are the Magic
we
City
didn't talk
Geeks.
about Batman and Superman.
We didn't talk about Batman and Superman.
We'll have to do a separate video.
All right,
If you see it.
we will do Batman versus Superman this Friday.